What?
I don't know. I was just excited. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to season 4 of Peak to Middle School.
Feels good to be here.
Yeah, Kyle, we've upgraded your mic.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking good. We're feeling good. We're playing good.
How good do I sound right now?
You sound beautiful. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
honestly, I think 99% of people won't even notice a difference.
But if you're in that 1%.
And it's just the look. It's, you know, when you are on YouTube, which you guys should all go check out our YouTube version of the show, when they see this mic, they go like, oh, shit, that's the Joe Rogan mic. These guys are the real deal.
Directly into my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I know. They're really sexy. I kind of want to eat them. But
I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah, no.
That's fine.
Guys, right off the bat, I have something that I saw today on Twitter that is pretty interesting. So, after Justin Bieber challenged 56-year-old Tom Cruise to a fight.
Oh, dude, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Someone came up with a game. And this game is you have to challenge a celebrity that's 31 years older than you to a fight. So, what we're going to do, you're going to subtract 31 from the year you were born. And we're going to go on to Google and find a celebrity born in that year. And we're going to see who we want to fight or beat the shit out of.
67.
Is that it?
Yeah. Right? 31. 67 plus 31 equals 98.
1998 minus 31. Yeah, 1967.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go on here, pull up a list. Celebrities born in 1967. You guys can do this too. Like maybe if you're a few years younger than us, let us know who you beat the shit out.
So we're trying to fight a 53-year-old?
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I could beat up a 53-year-old. It depends how big they are.
Will Ferrell.
I think I'd lose that
Wait,
fight.
he's
dude.
only 53? No way.
Yeah.
Yo, he's
No, he's 53.
really?
Yeah.
My-
How old do you think he is?
I thought he was
80?
like 65.
Dude. No.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to go through it. Oh, wait, so should we do like who we think we could beat or who we
just
dislike
list them off
and want to
list them off. We'll see who do you think we could beat up?
Okay.
Because like I don't know if Justin Bieber hates Tom Cruise, but he just probably thinks like I could beat him up.
Okay. Will Ferrell.
I don't think I could. I think he's way taller, dude. He's like 6'3".
I feel like he's just a firm man. You know, I feel like older guys,
kinda squishy.
their weight, they just are more dense, sort of.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be able to like take him down, and I'd be punching up.
Yeah.
I don't know that like he's obviously I'm in better shape than he is, but I don't think I could beat him in a fight.
Yeah. I feel like a 190-pound 60-year-old feels like a lot more than a 190-pound 20-year-old. They just carry their weight differently.
But I don't think he's 190 pounds. So he's like 250. 230.
He's not 250.
He's like 6'3". Look up
My
Will Ferrell
dad's
weight.
like 215. He's probably like my dad.
All right, yeah.
Probably like 210.
Okay.
Do
Sorry,
they
Will.
have celebrities' weights on
I
there?
don't know. You could. That's messed up if they do.
Yeah. Vin Diesel.
No.
No.
He would crush both
Jamie
of us.
Foxx.
No.
Nope.
He's 53.
Yeah.
I would have guessed like 42.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going down.
Tim McGraw.
No, he's got country strength.
Kurt Cobain.
He's dead.
Yeah. Well, you know.
We don't know what he would be like.
Yeah.
But he was a chain smoker, so.
Anderson Cooper. Know who that is?
Yeah, I know who Anderson Cooper is.
Okay.
I think that could be a fair fight because he's in like decent shape.
Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, it could be.
I want to beat the shit out of Jimmy Kimmel because back in the day. Wait, was it Jimmy Kimmel
you don't
or
like
Jimmy Fallon?
You don't like Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, because he thinks gamers are stupid.
Oh,
so
he say
fuck
that?
you.
Oh.
No, he said he had a whole bit. The whole gaming community went off on him because he had a bit about like making jokes about like what's the point of watching someone play a video game when you can just go play a video game.
I get that. Yeah, that's just an older person that just doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's like, oh, so you guys just sit there and you watch someone else play the game. And then the whole gaming community tore him apart and was like, that's the same with sports. That's the same with like literally any activity that you can participate in.
That makes sense. Dude, I recently saw they brought back Ninja's tweet about how he's like, dude, how do kickers just like miss kicks? And then someone replied, how do Fortnite players just miss shots? And he's like, dude, that's just not even the same comparison.
Yeah.
It's like, you could not have made yourself
Ninja
look
knows
even dumber.
it's how easy it is to make a kick.
It's
you know.
Yeah. There's pools of kickers in the U.S. that they can just drill field goals all the time, no matter the pressure.
You know, well, now Ninja will be able to be back on Twitch and have a bigger platform to express his views to now that Mixer is shut down.
He's the best. Yeah.
I just don't like when someone, well, we do this a lot.
We do this. But
I was going to say, I don't like when someone who gives their opinion on something they know nothing about.
Yeah. And it's like a very strong opinion. They're like, there cannot be, like, there has to be kickers that miss field goal or that, like, don't miss field goals.
Yeah. Like you can have an opinion on something you don't know, but if you're going to go out and outright say, like, this is easy, and you just sound stupid.
And then someone replies back to you with a similar comparison, and you say, that's just not the same. I don't like that. Not a fan.
Yeah. All right.
Give me some more oldies.
Mark Ruffalo, Jason Statham.
Jason Statham would kill us both. Mark Ruffalo.
He looks like he's like a weathered man.
He's been in some bar
like he's been divorced.
Yeah, dude,
I'm curious how many times he's been divorced.
Sure. And he's been in so many bar fights.
All right, I'm going to look up Mark Ruffalo wife, and I bet it's 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Easy.
Well, he married, her name is Sunrise.
Oh.
That sounds like
she must be very
star.
happy. Also,
Sunrise Coigny something. They were married in 2000. So 18 years.
All right, I take that back. Wait, 18 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
or 20. What am I? It's not 2018.
That was not even
I
close.
am so stupid.
Yeah. What makes you think it was 2018?
I don't know. You ever have where your brain just gets locked in like a time period? Like I felt like my life has been taking place in 2018 since 2018.
Okay. You should get that checked
out. Do you feel that way?
I don't feel that way. My mind gets lost. I thought that's where you were going with it. My mind does get lost, as we've seen the past couple episodes.
Yeah.
I've said some things that,
I just feel like when I think of my life and who I am, I think of it in certain years.
Okay.
And I feel like so it's like 2016 was me at a certain time. 2018 was me at a certain time. And I haven't got to that next time yet. So I'm still in my 28. Like
what do you think it's going to be?
Maybe 2022, I'll be like in a different stage. But right now, I'm in the same stage, sort of.
Okay. I get that.
I haven't evolved yet. I haven't got my rare candy.
That's fine. What?
Pokemon?
I know what a rare candy is, but...
Yeah, you can give them so that they'll...
Yeah, but I haven't gotten my rare... I haven't evolved yet. I haven't gotten my rare candy.
Yeah, no one's given me rare candies where I can level up quicker and then evolve.
See, I thought you were saying you got a rare candy from evolving. I was like, dude, you don't get Pokemon.
Come on.
All right, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We both know Pokemon.
All right, let's see a few more celebrities. Okay, now we're going to pick some. Now I'm going to go through some, and you're not going to tell me if you think you could beat them up, but if you want to beat them up. Okay? LeVar Ball.
Yes. I couldn't, but yes.
Keith Urban.
Nah, I'm cool with him. He's an Australian country singer.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is, but he just has,
Dude, look at it. He's on the right. He has the little facial hair where it's one little dot.
Why do you shave around that, dude?
I don't know.
Why even
man.
have that? Just get rid of it. It doesn't make a difference.
Bro, he's wearing the flat bill hat that's pulled down really, really far.
It's not a look. Hasn't been a look since like 2007.
Yeah. R. Kelly.
Yes. 100,000% yes. I would, yes. Although I was
Joe Rogan.
No.
He's cool. He's cool.
And not a chance I could beat him up.
Dude, it's crazy how many famous people are 50. I mean, I guess
there's a lot of
famous people.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders.
He's kind of annoying, but
you wouldn't fight him?
No.
You wouldn't challenge him to a fight?
I would not, no.
Chris Angel.
Who is that?
He's a magician.
Oh.
He had like a TV show.
I don't have a reason to beat him up.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. I thought that'd be fun.
Did you hear that Beethoven might be black? It was on Twitter.
No, I didn't hear that.
They're saying that, like...
Wouldn't we know this?
I think that maybe in the drawing... There's no pictures of him. There's just drawings. And maybe they, like, whiteified him. I don't know. I'm looking this up. Beethoven black.
This is insane. This is like... everyone's whole life. They just grew up and you just hear of Beethoven.
And he's a white man.
Yeah, and I feel like he looked like George Washington where he has long, curly, white hair.
Yeah, he was deaf, right? Or was that Bach?
Oh, yeah. One of them was deaf, which is crazy that you can...
Did they have sign language back then?
That's like if you're a movie director but blind. Right?
I think it's different because Because you can feel the music. You can't feel like vision.
You feel a movie. You could go up, like you're on set and you go feel the people's face and tell them where to go. You feel the chair they sit in.
But you don't know if they actually did it,
That's true. There's no proof.
They could be doing a completely different movie than you think they're doing. But yeah, so it says there was an article in 2015 that said Beethoven that suggested that he was black and his portraits may have been whitewashed to hide his true identity. His mom was born in an area controlled by the Moors. And Moorish people were kind of dark-skinned Muslims.
Okay. Wait, where was this? What part of the world?
What?
Like, where did he live?
He was born in Germany.
Okay.
But his mom was from, like, a Moorish area.
Do we know who his dad was?
No.
I
don't know. It doesn't say.
Dude, I feel like back then, like, dads just weren't a thing.
Okay, so you think dads are absent fathers?
Dude, I just think of any famous person and you never hear about their dad.
But why would you hear about his dad?
Well, I don't know.
Who cares about Beethoven's dad?
I'm just saying, that's an example. They knew about his mom. They don't know about his dad.
I mean, they might, but maybe he's just white. He's probably white, so only his mom helps the argument that he's black. Okay, so this also suggests that Beethoven's lovers, students, teachers, anthropologists, historians, and authors have all said that the composer had brownish complexion, a flat, thick nose, and a coal-black hair that stood up around his head.
So he could have been kind of like mixed, maybe, or like light skin.
I guess it doesn't really say. People are saying he's black.
I guess we don't really know, but it sounds like he's probably darker skinned than people make him out to be.
Yeah. So basically, I think through history he's been whitewashed to make him look.
That's what America has always done.
What we have done forever. Not just America, just all of the Europeans, all of the whites have done this.
Well, I know. I was thinking about how much shit we had in our textbooks growing up that was probably like untrue or
Abraham Lincoln, not a good guy.
Do we know that?
He abolished slavery, but he did it because he wanted the slaves to go back to Africa.
I mean, regardless, he abolished slavery. That's pretty good.
That's why he's like the man, but he was really doing it because he's like, I'm so tired of you. Get out of here. And he was doing it he wasn't doing it for the right reasons, basically.
Okay.
But he's on the 5 and the penny.
But he abolished slavery.
Yeah, but I don't think...
Like, if he wasn't there, maybe it wouldn't have been abolished so quick.
Yeah, that's the only good thing, but I don't think you know what I mean?
No, I get it. His intentions weren't good.
Yeah.
But the outcome was a lot better than slavery.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true.
Wow, what an interesting start to this episode so far. Kyle, so like I said at the start, this is season 4 of PIMS, and I wanted to give people a little rundown of some of the things that are going to be different or new things that are going to be exciting about this season.
John, what is a season of PIMS?
Oh, thank you for asking me,
You're welcome.
Kyle. For those of you who are new around here, it is every 50 episodes, we change the segments that are the latter portion of our show. So we have new segments. We have we'll tell you what the segments are going to be right now so you can get excited for them.
Okay.
Today, so every Monday now, we're going to be having, every Thursday, Thursday, we're going to be having fan questions, which basically we put it on our Instagram story. So if you guys don't follow us, go follow us. But
at PIMS
Podcast. Every week, we're going to be asking you guys to send us questions. You can send them, anytime you want. You can DM us. You can message us on Twitter. Like literally, you could comment on YouTube, whatever you want. Anything goes. If we think it's interesting or funny or weird, we'll answer it. If we think it sucks, we'll pretend you never even existed.
I just grazed past it.
Then the other segment we'll have on Thursdays is Why'd You Google That?
I'm excited for this one.
I think this will be a fun segment. It's always a little bit of trial and error with these segments. At the start of the seasons, we see if we like them or not. And then sometimes by the end, certain segments get a little stale. But I think this one...
I hope this one stays
because there's kind of endless possibilities, I would think. So basically, Why'd You Google That is Kyle and I both will go onto Google and we'll search anything in the world. Because, on Google, you go in, you type in how did...
Yeah,
and then you see
something pops up. Then it's a lot of times it's something that you just didn't expect to pop up.
Yeah, or you could type in why do, and then maybe you see you don't see anything that interests you. So then you type in just the letter Q, and then you let it fill in, and then you're like, whoa, why did quilts account for 10,000 cow deaths in Zimbabwe? I don't know.
Did it? Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Anything's possible,
That
really.
could be a real fact. I don't know.
So, yeah, stuff like that. And we're just going to basically teach you guys some things that you probably didn't know.
It's just a learning segment. We're all about teaching you things on the show, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's kind of like teaching in the worst possible way.
But regardless, it's teaching.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you could watch one of our episodes and leave without learning something.
whether good or bad, yeah, that's true.
It's actually impossible to do anything really without learning something.
Not really.
Give me something you can do where you don't learn a single thing.
Right there, I didn't learn anything. Right here, right now.
No, because you had information of what I said that you didn't have before.
Yeah, but then I had learned that before. So now, currently, if I were to pause for 5 seconds, within that 5 seconds, I learned nothing.
Okay.
Unless you could say, like, I learned that I learned nothing. or I learned that.
Okay, so if you're doing absolutely nothing, you learn nothing.
So technically, you're
That's
learning.
fair. Wait, you are learning?
If you learn nothing, you're learning nothing, right?
No, that's not how learning works.
I think if you don't learn things when you sleep, right?
I don't know, but I have dreams, and then I wake up, and those dreams make me think of things.
If I went to sleep and I had just had something like spewing facts into my ears, do you think I would wake up with some knowledge that I didn't know that I had? Like if somebody were to put them in my ears while I'm sleeping and I didn't wake up, then I woke up the next day and they were gone. And like while I was in my REM cycle, it was saying like cows weigh 2,000 pounds.
Oh.
Rhinos.
Well, you kind of
4
do
legs.
that. You go to sleep with podcasts a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So
That's
maybe
why I'm full. That's
why you're so smart.
That's why I'm so powerful. Yeah.
Because Neil deGrasse Tyson is teaching you science
Yeah.
every night.
I don't listen to him too much anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, too smart for me.
Yeah.
He's
He's
something
gotten
dumb.
more annoying over the years.
Yeah, I haven't been a fan of him. Yeah.
He was cool, and then he just got really pretentious. And it's like, dude, we get it. You're the smart science guy that's also entertaining, but you don't have to make us feel so stupid.
Exactly. And yeah, the reason I liked him was because he explained things like to dumb people
Without making you feel stupid.
and now he just makes everyone feel stupid. It's like, dude, just can we chill?
I think he realized that it was a funny little bit that he would do every once in a while on Twitter where he'd like quote someone and like shit on them.
Yeah.
And it's funny if he does it once in a while, but then his whole persona is
That's
just
just
shitting
his
on
Twitter
people.
now.
Yeah. So that is a good thought, Kyle. You know how
What was my thought again? I don't
if you
remember.
can learn things by listening to things when you sleep. I
yes.
bet that's in a way, I have no science behind this, but I bet that's true. Because when someone's pregnant, they tell them you should like play music to your baby.
Yeah, is that really a thing?
Yeah. That is 100% a fact. Your baby develops and like learns by playing music to it. That is proven.
I'm still skeptical.
How?
What is that gonna do?
It develops
my
its brain
baby's got
function.
my baby's got rhythm.
No,
Cool.
It's way
Well,
more
clearly I
complex
was
than
not
that.
delivered music because I have zero rhythm.
It's not rhythm. Okay, why play music for baby in womb? All right. Baby's early brain development. Listening and experiencing music stimulates the fetus's brain and assists with the growth of brain structures. New studies even suggest that babies remember music they listened to in the womb for up to 4 months after they're being born.
How do they know they remember it? I guess they probably like analyze their brain and it's like a recalling thing. Probably
They just see like the wiggles in their brain.
Did you see that baby get tossed into the water?
Wait, oh no! But did you see the Wiggles concert?
Excuse me.
Wait.
We were on different pages here.
All right, what were you saying?
The video of the baby that bitch just tossed her in a pool.
Oh, on Twitter that went
Yeah,
viral.
yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, it like slammed into the water and like sunk.
And then she jumps in and like pulls it out.
It like comes up coughing, like struggling, and then she like barely lifts it out of the water.
And there was other people around just like letting that.
It's just the way she threw it in and it just like splashed. Like it looked like she like threw a brick into the water and it just like
She didn't gently kind of drop it.
No,
she just
tossed
went,
it. She threw it up and then it splashed.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it was a good thing, but
the baby recovered and got up, so maybe that baby's gonna be a good swimmer. Also, that baby was dumb and definitely breathes water under there because it doesn't know not to breathe.
yeah, I don't know.
Baby's
but
water's filled
you know
with
how they
water.
say like, isn't there a saying like sink or swim?
Wait, what?
There's a saying.
Sink or
And
swim.
it's like sink or swim. So it's like I'm going to throw you into this unknown environment and you have no choice but to either figure it out or sink.
I get that. Like, maybe if it's like a 6-year-old, but you don't throw a baby into the water. That baby was like
No, but
8 months old.
What I'm saying is maybe that
baby could not walk for sure.
Maybe that is biologically, like maybe we're built this way to adapt. Like, because animals, dogs, you don't teach them how to swim. You just put a dog in the water and it like figures it out.
yeah, but I think puppies are smarter than babies. Puppies like can walk around and shit. Babies can't do anything.
Yeah, like listen, I'm not saying every single baby you throw in a pool is gonna figure it out, but maybe
they're not just gonna start swimming.
Well, they can't even walk. But that baby came up, right?
It floated. It was down for a good 2.5 Mississippi. It was down.
So it floated up and it was
but dude, imagine like, see, when I did swimming lessons, like the parents sit in this little top section area and they're looking down over the pool. Imagine you get up and you're just sitting in your seat and you're like, oh, like it's little Jamie's first lesson.
Yeah.
And then you just like look over, oh, there she is.
Just see her just get yeeted
into the water while someone's filming behind and doesn't react at all.
I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. I mean, maybe that's like a technique.
Yeah. I hope someone got fired or something for that.
Yeah. So now going back to the Wiggles.
Yeah, Wiggles.
So I was saying playing music to the baby in the womb, and then you were saying they can analyze their brain, and then I said maybe you can see the Wiggles music in their brain function, which then made me think of the tweet from the Wiggles the other day.
They're still a thing?
Yeah, they're like old now, but basically,
53 because I'd fight them.
So have you seen the photos of Trump's rally? How there was like no one in the stands.
Yeah.
So someone posted a photo of Trump's rally, like pretty empty, and then a photo in the same stadium from the year before of a Wiggles concert.
Oh, they just
and it's just sold out, and it's just a bunch of parents and babies, and like they had like a laser show going on.
That's too much.
The Wiggles replied to it and was like, yeah, our show was like way better, or like. The fact that the Wiggles can get like 7 times as many people than a Trump rally is pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, the reason people didn't show up though is because people like bought out the stadium. Like a bunch of like TikTokers and like some K-pop people like bought a bunch of seats, but then they didn't show up, so it looked empty.
Oh,
so I don't think it was a lack of people of showing up. It was more like they bought the ticket and then it was just empty seats.
And it was to make people think that no one showed up.
I think. I know that happened, but I don't know if that was the reason why it was completely.
Well, if they did, that's smart because I didn't know that, and I could have gone
fake news, John. Stay woke.
Yeah, or what you said is fake news because maybe if you said you don't know if it happened.
That's true. Maybe Trump's tweeted that because he wanted to say, oh no, it wasn't because people don't like me. It's because those darn TikTokers.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so you should play music to your babies, I think.
What did that say? Their baby remembers it?
It helps them develop their brain functions and structures.
Well, I didn't have music played. Wow. Let me start that over.
How do you know that? Did you ask your mom?
No.
I bet they did. Most parents do.
What, do you put headphones on it?
No, you just play music in your fucking house.
Yeah, but what kind of music? You're not playing like Eminem to your baby.
Yeah, I think you can play classical or just chill. Or I think it doesn't really matter what you play.
But if I'm pregnant, not that I would ever be pregnant, but if I were pregnant, I don't want to sit and just listen to Beethoven.
Okay, then I guess you wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
but
have a dumb baby.
A lot of moms think about their baby before what they want to listen to.
Look, my baby's brain is way less important than what I want to listen to. So I'm not going to listen to Beethoven.
Okay, then you don't do that. Then.
Okay, I won't.
All right.
I'll show that baby.
Our other segments, we've said it before. We've had A and F of the week since the very beginning. That is kind of a staple segment that's always going to be here. You can't go wrong with it. So we'll still have A and F of the week, and then we will also be playing the concentration game. Is that what it's called?
That's what me and my sister called it back in the day.
Okay.
It was this like dumb hand game where it was like concentration.
64.
No repeats. Yeah, basically the game is you have a category. So like my sister and I did it when we were younger. We always did names, and you just like
any name.
Yeah.
What an easy game.
We were dumb kids. It lasted like 5 rounds.
Yeah, because you didn't listen to music.
It's true. No. Yeah, so let's say it's names, for example. We go back and forth saying names. Obviously, we'll get better categories than fucking names.
Yeah.
But we'll go back and forth, and it has to be like quick. But when someone messes up, then they lose.
Yeah, so for example, cereal, go.
Apple Jacks.
Cocoa Puffs.
Captain Crunch.
Cookie Crisp.
Rice Krispies.
Cocoa Puff. Oh, see? I would have
See,
lost.
John sucks.
I wasn't prepared.
Didn't listen to music. So we're trying to debate of whether or not we should do a punishment if they lose.
Yeah, we're still
like a
trying
slap
to
in the
figure that
face.
out. It'd be funny if like there's some stakes to it,
Yeah, like you get slapped.
but like slaps every episode. It's a
Yeah.
lot of slaps.
It's every other episode. It's once a week. You getting slapped once a week, you'll be fine.
Okay. Like in the face?
Or else yeah.
I don't know. You could maybe like pick different body parts, like
slapping your arm.
like my shaft,
your
or,
dick, yeah.
Yeah, or like my
yeah, like
throat.
a loser gets their dick slapped.
Get slapped right here.
Oh, getting
in the
karate.
esophagus.
I'd rather get slapped.
Ow.
I'd rather get punched in the face than punched right in the middle of the throat.
Imagine if you broke your esophagus.
Is it a bone?
Well, I don't
It's
know,
not a bone.
but like
Snap.
theoretically anything could break if you hit it hard enough.
Yeah, like if you, yeah.
So if you just got like a Mike Tyson right here,
I think you would just die.
It would like, what's that? Your windpipe? Is that different than your esophagus?
Larynx, that's a thing.
The larynx or larynx?
Larynx.
Yeah.
That's-
Sphincter.
That's butthole. If he punched my sphincter, I would.
For the rest of my life, when I hear that word, I'll think of this show because I was so mind blown that I'd never heard that word before.
Oh yeah. John didn't know what a sphincter was.
It's like such a fun word to say, but
See, it's where you learn things here.
Yeah, that's
John. He's even learned things.
Exactly. Yeah, so those are going to be our segments for now. You know, things might change. Who really knows? But before we move on here, I want to remind you guys, all of you listening, if you're new, you know, let's start the season off strong and have you guys go leave a review on the Apple Podcast app. We're trying to get to 100.
Yeah. Please do it. Please.
We're really, really close. And just, you know, write something nice, rate us 5 stars, and it takes like 10 seconds. Now, Kyle, so you remember a while ago when the second time Willig was on our show?
When I got drunk.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So if I don't know,
kind of.
you were a little drunk, but
yeah.
he was teaching us about stocks. Do you remember?
It's absolutely nothing. Not one thing.
Wow. Well, he was teaching us about stocks, the general idea of how they work and like what they are and what they do. And then during quarantine, a couple weeks ago, I've seen people posting about, you know, right now is a great time to invest. Especially like if I was to do it like 2 months ago, it would have been even better because like everything crashed during COVID and things have now slowly been going back to normal and going back up. But
Wall Street stocks.
yeah.
Stocks.
There you go. 2 words right there.
That's stocks.
Yeah. So I've been learning a lot about it because I was like, all right, I better try and get into this because I feel like this is a skill that I like should have at some point in my life, and it right now also I've heard is a good time to invest.
Okay.
So I've been doing a lot of like research. Like the last couple weeks, I've been reading a ton of different stuff. Like I've ordered some books. I've been watching. There's a 12-hour YouTube course from this guy who's like a stock trader on like the basics. And like, I've been trying to get into it. And let me tell you, it sounds really boring when you don't know it because you're like, it's just fucking numbers. But it's actually like,
You get a thrill.
I get a thrill because it's the possibility of making money from doing nothing.
That's true. I mean, all the people that are on this, well, not all, but when I think of the stock exchange, I think of like Wolf of Wall Street, and they're just doing lines, and they're just like, ah! So there is a thrill behind it.
Sure. I wonder how many of I think a lot of them probably still do coke. If
They
you're
still
like
do coke.
I think if you're like a Wall Street guy, you probably still do
doing
coke a lot. But I don't think they're all like the Wolf of Wall Street level. But yeah, so I've been learning all these different things, and I just wanted to say that I am now technically owner of a lot of different companies now. Not a lot.
You want to shout some out, or you want to keep that cards close to
Oh
your chest?
no, those are private.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say I am a owner of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Have been for years.
He's on the chair, or the board.
I can vote on stuff. I get letters.
Yeah.
I don't vote.
Come on. You don't even like the Packers.
I didn't ask for this. It was a Christmas gift.
Yeah, but if you get a gift, you're generally going to be grateful, and then
I
you're
am
inevitably
grateful. It's hanging in my room above my
yeah.
bed.
So you'd think you would kind of start to root for this team.
No. Well, like they're my other NFC team, I guess. If the Seahawks are out, I guess I'd root for the Packers.
Okay. So I just don't get why is it like I guess why isn't it like go Seahawks, go Packers?
Because I don't care. Like I want to see.
But you're an owner. You could be if they do well, you do well, Kyle.
But I'm never selling it, so it's just it's more of a decoration to me.
Yeah.
So
no, I know.
Maybe that's the wrong attitude to have, but that's my attitude.
But yeah, so I've been like investing. I have lost $200 so far.
Stumbling out of the gates.
Yeah,
fell out of the gates.
But so what's interesting is, so like every day the stocks go up and down, right? And they went really far down right when COVID hit, and now they've slowly been going up and then down and then up, but like overall they're on an upward trend, right? So when I put my money in, it has just gone down since then. I've just been losing. But my theory is, if I never actually take it out, if I never sell and I just leave my money that I invested in these companies, right? Mm-hmm. I can never really lose my money. I would just inevitably have these shares of these companies. Like I only lose it if I sell it. So when I get depressed and I'm like, oh my God, I lost $200 or $300, but I only lose it if I actually sell it.
But you technically did lose it because you didn't. I wouldn't say you lost it per se, but you spent it to buy this. Yeah. And now it's just like you have this blank square of like, I own a share, and that's what you have. But your bank account's minus $200.
Well, no, my bank account's minus $800. I put in $800, and I'm now I have $600. Oh. Right. So I still. But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get sad, like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. I lost $200. But if I never actually sell these shares,
just never let go.
If I never ever let go, I just will always have, few shares of this company, few shares of this company, and it's like I didn't really lose it. If I sell it, I lose it. So maybe that's what people do who like lose a bunch of money.
It seems like you're really trying to talk yourself into
continuing out. Yeah. That's right. That's exactly what I'm doing.
At least you're admitting it.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys.
Would you recommend stocks? Listen, for someone of my brain, would I do good stocks?
You should not just jump into it.
So if I just did no research, how would I fare?
Terribly. Terribly.
You don't know that.
But listen, the thing is, a lot of people most people don't do it on their own. Most people go to like a brokerage and like TD Ameritrade or like.
What's that app?
There's Robinhood.
Dude, didn't some dude like kill himself because he lost a bunch of money in Robinhood?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Robinhood is an app where you do it on your own. Like it's totally up to you. That's what I've been doing. But like,
so you've been doing it on Robinhood?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to. Like, Robinhood is like amateur hour shit.
Oh.
Like Robinhood is like fucking it's like the rec basketball league, okay? And like you can play rec basketball league as an adult, but like
you're not really a basketball player.
Yeah, you're not really a basketball player. That's kind of Robinhood, and that's what I've been doing. And I've been doing like not enough research, so I'm losing. Okay.
Okay.
But if you want to like actually do it smart, what most people recommend is either you do a shit ton of research for like years or a couple years, and you learn it, and then you do it on your own when you know what you're doing every day. Or you go to like a brokerage and you basically have a stockbroker work for you, and you give them, let's say $1,000, and you say, this is my goal. I want you to do your best. And then they put the money in and then see what happens. And
I
then
think I have something like that.
I mean,
I don't go to them, but I have it. It's like a thing.
Like an account. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what most people do. And my buddy was like, dude, why are you doing it yourself? Just like open up an account. And I was like, no, I got this. And then I lost $200 in like a week.
I mean, it's all about perspective. You could say like if you went to gamble and you lost $200, at least it was fun, right? So like it's like you spent it on an experience. Would you say that this is like an experience for you?
Sure, but
one way to look at it.
It's way less thrilling than gambling. It's like I was on my phone and I click OK, and then 2 days later I come back and it's just $200 less.
Yeah, but in those 2 days, in your mind you knew I own this company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still own it.
Okay.
So it's like, fuck with me, bitch. Like,
all right.
I own this shit.
So
not a lot of the shit, like barely any of the shit, but I still own.
Do you want to shout out like one company that you own that you're like proud of?
Yeah, like Royal Caribbean Cruise See, this is my little tiny, very minuscule bit of research. When everything went down, the hospitality industry, cruises, airplanes, hotels, restaurants, all took the biggest hit. So all their prices went down the most because no one's traveling. No one's going on a fucking cruise.
That's true.
So then the speculation is that
at some point,
when things go back up to normal, cruises will go back up to what they once were. But all they've been doing is just going down. So
yeah. Well, if you ever have a complaint about Caribbean, Royal Caribbean cruise lines, just go to John. He's an owner. So
yeah, you can come to me with your issues, and I'll get it all sorted out.
Yeah, but nobody that's listening is on Royal Caribbean because no one's fucking 85 that listens to this.
Wait, what? Is that
people that go on cruises are old as shit?
I've been on 2 cruises. They're
I've been on 1, and they were old. I also went to Alaska, but
wait, what? Yeah, see, okay, whoa,
very old.
What was the cruise line? Do you know which brand it was?
Holland America.
Holland America. Well, that's a big one. But dude, you were going to Alaska. If you were to go to like fucking like Jamaica or Mexico, you'd have lots of hose on.
I don't think there's hose on the cruises.
There are. The cruises I was on, there was like, it depends when you go.
Yeah, but you were like 6 or not 6. You were like 6th grade.
Okay, but I'm saying
anyone to you is a hoe.
Yo, there was lots of attractive.
There we go.
Young women on my cruise.
But that's from a 6th grader.
Okay, but
you'd have jerked off to like a picture of like a woman that's in her 40s.
Dude, I just think you only know your one cruise to Alaska, which is so different than a cruise to the Caribbean.
All I'm saying is
the demographic is way different.
Like the kids that were running around were me. Like it was just me.
Yeah, because you're going to Alaska.
It was fun though. I don't want to say it wasn't fun.
Yeah,
there weren't a lot of children.
I'm just saying, if you were to go on spring break and as a 21-year-old to Mexico on a cruise, you'd probably find a good amount of people there.
I'd rather just go to Mexico though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I feel like people are realizing now. It's like, I don't know why cruises are really a thing.
I love cruises.
Why?
It's fun, dude. You're just on a boat in like the middle of nowhere, and dude,
but
it's a boat the size of like 1,000 houses.
I understand. I know what a cruise is, but like
that's awesome.
It's cool, but I'd rather just, if I'm excited about going to the destinations, like I'd rather just go to the destination and spend how much time I want, and I can stay in a nice hotel room.
I like the boat more than the destinations on the cruise.
What's cool about the boat? Like
there's so much.
There's like a basketball court, and you shoot the ball, and it ends up behind you.
Yeah, there was curling. There was a track on it. There was a whole theater, and it's on a dude. It's like a novelty thing. It's like
you're gonna run track on a cruise ship. That's what you're paying for.
Yeah,
John wants to run 400 meters and time himself.
Yeah, on an ocean in the middle of nowhere with nothing in sight. That is awesome.
Okay.
And then your room, some of the rooms are down by the water, or even like, aren't some of them below the water?
I don't know. You're not going to see fish swimming by. They're not.
That's not what I'm saying. Just the fact that you're in a room underwater.
Yeah.
How is that not awesome?
But Titanic. You drown and die.
Sure, but name another one other than the Titanic.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Some other boat that has sunk
pretty
before.
Rare.
Jack Sparrow.
I don't know, man. I love the cruise experience.
Okay.
And dude, the feeling. Listen, I know you paid for all the shit beforehand, but it feels like it's free when you go up.
Kid, yeah,
and
free.
You can get any ice cream, any pizza. You can go get 10 slices of pizza if you want for no reason.
But I think it's nice it's better as a kid because your parents paid for it and you don't have to ask, "Hey mom, can I go get this?" And they're like, "No, that costs too much." No, you can just do it. That's why it's fun for a kid.
Yeah, but even as an adult, if you paid for it, you can still go get whatever you want. I understand,
but it's just not the same thrill.
Dude,
I feel like
I would be thrilled to be on a cruise right now.
Look, I would go on a cruise, but I just don't think I would want to pay for myself to go on the cruise. Like if someone said, "Hey, Kyle, want to come on this cruise with me?" I'd probably say yeah, but I'm not going to
You'd rather pay money to go to a place than go on a cruise.
Yes.
Okay. See, I'd probably be 50-50. It'd be a toss-up depending on where the cruise is going and where we're going.
When was the last time you were on a cruise?
8th grade, I think.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. Nothing.
I want to go on a cruise again.
Okay. Well, you own a cruise line. Go ahead.
I will.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to walk up to them. I'm going to call customer support and say,
listen, I'm an owner.
I own 6 shares.
That's a lot of shares.
That's more than 5. That's more than one hand. Okay?
2 hands. 120% of a hand.
Yeah. Oh, you better respect me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
with that being said, that's my little bit about stocks. I don't recommend doing what I'm doing. I think most people can agree the smartest way is to do it through a brokerage and have them do it.
But like, is there a way to independently just trade shares?
Yeah.
What do you do it on?
There's
there
lots
like
of
a stock website, stock.com.
No. So all the different brokerages. So there's TD Ameritrade. There's I don't know.
Okay, let's say TD Ameritrade.
Okay. If you want to trade not on Robinhood, not on like an app on your phone.
Yeah, I'm going to the major leagues.
You have to get an account at one of these firms, and the different firms have different apps that you can then download.
Okay.
So like, on your computer, you have the Spotify app, let's say.
I know what an app is.
Okay, but you can only get access to it if you have an account with this particular brokerage.
There's a stocks app on the iPhone.
That's to look at them. You can't trade them. So there's this one called
for yourself.
Oh, it's called Think or Swim. That's kind of funny because we were talking about like whatever.
Yeah, baby drowning.
Yeah. But there's one called Think or Swim, and that's TD Ameritrade's one. So you open an account and then you get it on your computer and then you do your shit from there.
Okay. I won't be doing that, I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, but listen, like even though I'm losing money, I do think I can confidently say everyone should learn it because it is smart to invest. Not the way I'm doing it, but it is smart to like put your money other than just your bank account.
Okay. Under your mattress too. Into the casinos.
Yeah.
Is another way.
Yeah.
Because you could make
money. That's what Kyle does. He keeps all his money under his mattress.
No. But I invest my monies instead of stocks. I invest it into jackpot or blackjack.
Blackjack,
yeah. I was gonna say jackpot, and I was gonna say Jack Black.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good,
I invested into Jack Black.
If you're good enough at blackjack, it's essentially just another bank account for someone like you who's just a pro.
Right.
It's just like doubling your money.
Exactly. I just double it and then double it again and then double it again.
Yeah, and it's like silly not to. Like, why would you? Why?
If I could double it right now, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, why do people go play blackjack and then not double their money?
Exactly.
This is so dumb.
I know.
God damn it. People are stupid.
So stupid.
The other day, I went on a run, and
why?
Like, I don't know, dude.
I went on a run too a couple days ago, and I was like, why am I doing this?
It fucking sucks.
Yeah, hate running.
I got like a quarter mile in, and my headphones died, and they go boop. And I'm like, oh, no. And I just have to say, it blows my mind that there's people that work out with no music. There's been times where I've tried to intentionally be like, I'm going to go to the gym today with no music, or I'm going to go on a run with no music just to test myself and see how tough I can get. And it is so miserable.
Yeah. You think about how much more tired you are.
Yeah, and you hear your breath, too. That's another thing.
Yeah, you don't realize how awful you sound.
Yeah,
too.
And you just hear doof, 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 and I'm like, it gets in my head, and then I start thinking about my breathing, and then I hear myself going and then I think I'm tired, but I'm not.
But there's an argument to be made that you're more in the moment and centered with yourself.
That's true. You're more.
But I can't be like that.
That's
I'd rather
like
be distracted.
David Goggins, he says you're cheating because you're tricking yourself to think it's easier, and he's like, you should want it to be harder.
That's why he's just the worst. It's like,
no, it's just a savage.
He needs to like chill.
Dude, he wouldn't be the savage he is if he chilled.
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't need to be like that.
His career would not be what it is if he wasn't like
true.
that.
I'm not saying I disrespect him. I'm just saying he's just a bit much. And it's just like, okay, dude. You do cool things. I do cool things.
People need that.
I have a podcast.
I need that.
I grind on this podcast.
Yeah.
I put the same hours into this that David Goggins does to running these ultra marathons.
Really?
Yep.
And doing pull-ups for 24 hours without stopping.
Did he do that?
Well, I mean, he took breaks, but he broke the world record.
How many did you do?
I don't know, like 20,000 or something.
Oh my God. I don't think I've done 20.
Wait.
I know I have not done 20,000 pull-ups in my life.
Let me see. He did David Goggins pull-up. So they had a timer in January 19th, 2013. David Goggins broke the world record. 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours.
Okay, way different than 20,000, but still. How many is that per minute?
So he
per
did
hour?
it in 17. So I guess because the record was 4,029, I guess. So he just broke it by one. So he
what a wimp.
He had 7 hours to spare.
Yeah, but the David Goggins that I know would have kept going that 24 hours and just crushed the record.
You're just
I'm actually not kidding.
Shit.
That actually does shock me that he didn't complete the 24 hours and like didn't want to keep going and like just completely
for
fuck
another
up a
7 hours.
Yeah, because that's what David Goggins would have. He would have been like, all right, pass the record. But you
I
know what?
understand.
I'd stop it because I said I'm going to do 20. That's exactly what he would have said.
I get it, but I think when you do 4,000 pull-ups,
Look,
I don't think he probably couldn't do anymore. Like physically couldn't do it.
But that David Goggins doesn't have that in his vocabulary.
That's true. You know, he ran a marathon
And, like,
when
died,
he was
right?
out of shape. Well, no, almost. He ran a marathon when he was like, so he used to be like a bodybuilder, like fucking jacked when he was in the Marines or the Navy SEALs. And then, so he was still like just all muscle, just huge. And he decided to run a marathon on a track. And then it was like some competition and you had to get a certain time to qualify for another marathon in like 3 days.
Dude.
So he never ran a marathon. He ran it as this fucking bodybuilder. And so he got home and he got in the bathtub and started peeing blood he broke all the bones in both his feet and he was peeing blood. And then the next day, I think he ran another marathon with his.
How do you break all the bones in your feet from running?
Because he was like 250 all muscle and like you know how you get shin splints if you haven't ran in forever?
Yeah.
He like never ran, and so he just ran and broke his feet. And then the
sucks.
next day did another one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry. So what were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh, running without music. It
yeah.
sucks ass.
It sucks.
So
Do you even think you've done 4,000 pull-ups in your life?
no.
I don't think I have either.
No. Yeah, but it's one of those, like, if gymnast type people, like people that are good with body weight stuff, get to a point where pull-ups are just like a
Push-ups.
push-up to them.
Should we hop into our segments?
Yeah, we should probably hop into them. Guys, hopefully you've been enjoying this. If you're on an audio streaming platform, I want to remind you, go check out the YouTube version, because if you don't, it'll make me really, really sad, and no one wants that. Because when I get sad, I start crying and spitting on people.
Oh.
And the only person who's here to take that is Kyle. So basically,
I take a lot of spit.
Basically, if you guys don't go check out the YouTube version, then you're spitting on Kyle.
I'm going to be all wet. I don't want to be wet.
So, Kyle, what do you have today for why'd you Google that?
Okay, so I just decided to go, how big is? Because I just wanted to see how perverted the internet was. And it wasn't as perverted as I had hoped. But when I was looking through how big is,
Yeah.
you know, there was like, how big is an acre? How big is the iPhone 11? How big is Washington State? And then there's how big is Dr. Phil? It's like, I saw that and I was just like, huh?
It's so random.
Like, what a weird way. If you want to Google Dr. Phil height, we were talking about celebrity weight, like Dr. Phil weight, but just the all-encompassing, how big is Dr. Phil?
That could maybe they mean like how famous is he? How big?
That could be it. That's probably it. But
it's just the weirdest way to say it.
Yeah, just the fact that somebody Googled how big's Dr. Phil, hoping to find an answer, and
Yeah. So how big is he?
we'll find out.
Oh, you haven't looked yet.
How big is Dr. Phil? USA Today reports that he runs 5 miles every morning, lifts weights daily, plays tennis every afternoon, and watches what he eats.
Oh,
And he's 6'4", 240.
wait.
All right, fat
Listen,
ass. You're running 5 miles?
if you're 6'4", 240, you don't do all that every day.
Not a chance.
You just don't.
6'4", 240. Yeah, I run 5 miles every morning. I lift weights.
Lifts weights.
And then I play tennis. And I also I eat well. But I'm 6'4", 240.
Yeah, no.
All right, Phil.
I don't know if he does any of those.
No, he's still considered overweight. He's on the edge of the dreaded obese label.
It is funny when someone who's a doctor like is They're not good at
But
what
he's
they
not
should
a
be good
medical doctor. He's like a brain doc, like a
psychologist.
psychologist doctor,
Yeah, but still,
like a people doctor.
if you have doctor in front of your name, I'm gonna make fun of you if you're fat.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like being a nutritionist or a personal trainer.
yeah,
and you're not in good shape. It's
yeah.
like,
Come on. He's 6'4".
yeah, dude.
Damn, bro.
Some
He
good
could've been a
size.
basketball player.
6'4", 240. That's like
Like a tight end.
yeah, that's a tight end right there.
Yeah.
What was Trump's
What if
stats
we
line,
just
stat line
signed-
again?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Trump was like 6'3", 230, and it's like the same dimensions as Tim Tebow.
Yeah. What if we signed Dr. Phil? Like one day you hop on.
Signed him.
Yeah, to the Seahawks. We need a tight end.
Dr. Phil. I mean, our one of our draft picks, his tight end, just broke his foot running a
That's
route.
what I'm saying.
So Dr. Phil,
Next closest thing,
you're up.
you need a.
Get
Yeah.
that mustache on that field.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. The more you know, guys.
Yeah,
I
now
bet
know.
you guys didn't know Dr. Phil's dimensions.
Now
and
you
now
know.
do.
Okay, John. What is your? Why'd you Google that?
All right.
I said
So,
Oogle.
Oogle.
Why'd you Oogle that?
So today for Why'd You Google That, I have a few, and I've been trying to decide which one I think is the most interesting. So I'm going to read you 3, and you're going to tell me which one you want to hear about the most.
All right.
Actually, no, 2. Can animals have Down syndrome? Or where does the vice president live?
Down syndrome.
Okay, we're going to go. So I typed in can animals, and one of the
That's
first.
what popped up.
Yeah, it was like the third one. Can animals have Down syndrome?
Damn.
Now,
I think they can. I think I've seen it. I think I've heard of a cat that has Down syndrome.
if you look it up, some of the images are super cute.
Aw.
And the answer is ultimately they can't, but
Oh.
they have, some of them can exhibit Down syndrome-like symptoms. So, like, for example, their behavior can be different or strange compared to that of others. Unusually small or oddly shaped ears, problem with vision, eyes set abnormally wide apart, motor dysfunction.
Why does that happen to them?
I don't know. I mean, it's like, why does it happen to anyone? You know what I'm saying?
chromosomes.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's the same thing. It's just not
It's not the same
technically
as
Down
Down
syndrome.
Okay.
But
Do they have a name for it? Cat disorder?
they don't.
Cat birth
Not that I
defect.
can see. But Down syndrome in humans is caused due to a genetic mutation of chromosome number 21, which resulted in 47 numbers of chromosomes in the human body. But dogs adapted 39 pairs of the chromosomes, which means they... Wait, dogs can inherit Down syndrome?
Inherit.
I don't know. So maybe we got some different competing...
That hereditary? I didn't know.
Oh, so far, scientists and doctors cannot come... So maybe they don't really know yet. That's what it sounds like. But if you just look up, like...
So we learned nothing.
I think they don't technically have Down syndrome, but they can have, defects
Okay.
that are similar. But I just look at... I'm going to scroll through some of these.
Oh. It's a tiger.
Look at them. Look at them.
Yeah, that's really
They're
cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. I one day would like to get a dog that has like,
No legs?
or like the
Like wheels in the back?
yeah. They got 2 front legs, and then in the back they're on like a little wagon thing.
I mean, it is really cute, but it also does make you sad.
Yeah, but someone's got to take care of that puppy.
Yeah.
Why can't it be me?
I think like one day I'll have, dogs, but I want to go to the pound and just find what's your most fucked up animal you have, and I'm going to take it. It's going to be like Albert. His name's going to be Albert, and he's going to have like wheels. There's a dog, Albert on wheels. Have you seen him? He's a famous dog.
Oh, really?
Wheels.
I thought you just made that up.
No. Albert
Yeah,
on
no, I
wheels.
mean, I'm not surprised. If you had a dog that had something super out of the ordinary about him, would you make him Instagram famous? Or her?
I mean,
Like
Well,
if
I
your,
just
your
can't
dog
just
had
decide to
three,
make
it had
them
3
famous.
eyes. But I'm saying it would almost be so easy to make that account go famous.
Yeah, I'd post a picture of my 3-eyed dog. Why
But
not?
I mean, no, would you actively try to benefit and make money, like monetize
Oh.
a dog?
I mean, probably not. I'd probably post pictures of it, and if it blows up, it blows up.
Yeah, but
But
like,
then if it does happen, I'd be like, yeah, here's a shirt.
yeah, so you'd roll with it, like you would use
I
it
mean-
to your advantage.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like YouTube channels. There's like Haku or Hokey the Husky or something, and
Just Doug the pug.
yeah,
Just, like,
yeah,
hanging out with
like those
Drake.
people make so much money.
Yeah, it's kind of Fuck.
But then what do you do if that's like your career
I
and then
know.
your dog dies?
Exactly.
You got to find another one.
He's
You go out of your
maybe
way
you just
to
never even tell them the world that this dog died.
Oh, you just
get a replacement.
recycle photos.
It's like, wait, 20 years later, like, wait, why is this pug still alive?
You
Stay
just
woke.
keep replacing them with similar pugs.
Yeah. Stay woke.
That sounds like a good idea.
Stay woke.
All right, guys. Our last segment of the day here is fan questions. Now, we're not really sure how long this segment in particular will be every week, but yeah, we're going to, if we ever see good ones, we're going to screenshot them. So if we don't answer your question in this episode, that doesn't mean we're not going to answer it. It's just we're only going to do a set number of questions every episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Kyle, do you have one that interests you? Anything that catches your eye?
Let's see here. I'll start with this one. This is from @Jimmy Brintsfield. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. You asked a couple questions, and they're pretty good. But this one specifically, what do you think Phil Swift does in his free time? This one really got me thinking. If you guys don't know who Phil Swift is, he's the Flex Seal guy that like fucking slaps Flex Seal on everything. I think he just keeps slapping Flex Seal on things. Like he has just a bunch of Flex Seal, and like his wife's like, Phil, honey, something's leaking. He's like, oh, I got fucking Flex Seal, and he comes upstairs and slaps it on the fridge.
on her face. Oh, I thought you were gonna say like he puts it on her face so he doesn't have to listen to her.
He definitely does that to his kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Like his dog won't bark and just Flex
Do you
Seals
think
him.
he likes Flex Seal, or do you think he like at the end of the day he leaves and he's like, God damn it, fucking
Yeah.
Flex Seal.
See, it's either like he loves Flex Seal and Flex Seal is his life, and he really is using boats that like he sprays the shit on the screen door.
There's no way it works that well, right?
Flex Seal. I've never had Flex Seal, so I can't say whether or not. But
Is it tape or is it like a spray or both?
there's a couple of different options. There's the spray, I think, that rubbers. I think that's Flex Seal. And then there's there's that shit that he slaps on things. It's like a
Yeah.
leaking hole of water, and he goes Flex Seal and slams it on. He's like the modern day Billy Mays,
Yeah.
R.I.P. It's either he's either loves Flex Seal or just fucking hates it.
Cannot stand it.
And anytime he sees anyone in public, they're like, "Oh yeah, Flex Seal," and he's like, "Dude, fuck off." So
Yeah.
I'd probably that.
He seems like a cool, like he seems like a dad that I'd want to hang out with,
Yeah,
though.
seems like a beer dad.
Like a funny guy, yeah. So, all right. The first one I'll answer is from Blue75. He says, "How long is John's cock?"
Not long.
I would say it's about average.
What's average?
14 inches. No. Yeah, no, like listen, just from what I've seen around,
I think
it's
if you Google it, I think it's like 5 inches. I've Googled it.
well, I've never have you ever measured
Yeah.
your hard dick like with a ruler?
Everyone's been in middle school and high school.
I've
at some
never
point.
measured mine.
You should go do it.
I would just say from the eye test.
I don't want to know the actual dimensions.
It's-
Let's keep that ambiguous.
But it's pretty normal. Like I'm never ashamed of it, but I'm also never like I gotta show this off. You know?
Okay, that's respectable. I think most people are in that boat.
Yeah. Like I'm never gonna be like, oh my god, I don't want her to see my dick 'cause it's so fucking small.
Yeah, and you're not just like, check this out.
Yo, that would suck though to have like
3
like
inches.
2 inches, and you just know you're with a girl, and you guys are like getting hot and bothered, and as soon as she pulls him down, she's like,
You know she'll be disappointed.
what the fuck?
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. All right, what's next, Kyle?
So a couple people asked this question, but I'll just go for this one. So it's I don't know how to pronounce this.
Just go for it. Give it your best shot.
S.A. Raggy. It's Esser Aggie. S. Iragi.
Or
E-S-E. Izaragi. I don't know.
All right.
What gave you the idea to start PIMS? So this is a question that we get a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
And we had probably 4 or 5 questions of around the similar thing.
yeah, like why'd you start a podcast?
Yeah.
Why did we start this? it's like I'm trying to think. Like, we were both at like kind of weird transition times in our life, and we both kind of happened. I think John had just like quit his job and he was heading home, and I was just like depressed.
Yeah. And you
And
just
so
left school.
Yeah, I left school, so we both kind of came home at the same time, and this was something that we had been kind of like discussing because we both liked podcasts, and we kind of thought like that would be really cool if we started our own thing because I don't know, we just
Why not? Like,
yeah
I think, well, for me at least, at my core, I've known forever, and my parents they always tell me, they're like, it's crazy. Like, they're like, you've told us literally from day one when you were in high school making videos that like, I always told them I never want to be a camera guy. I want to be the guy in front of the camera. Like, I want to be an entertainer. And I got to a point where I was like, felt like I was getting I felt like I was almost too deep in my career to like make a change. Like, I was like, I don't want to get to where I'm like 26 and like have like a condo or something, because then I'm kind of like locked in.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is the time to, if I want to do a podcast, this is the time to do it.
Yeah. And
so Kyle and I had been talking about it for a while. Like, we had no idea what the name would be. We didn't know what it'd be about, but we both, we were both like, Kyle had shown me this podcast called The Basement Yard, which I talked about before. And I love that. And that really like, that was the show that made me want to start one.
Yeah. So, agreed.
And, yeah, so we moved back here, and I don't know, like, and I also remember like we talked about it, like if we were like, if we want to do this, we want to do it like well, and we want to do it like put a lot of effort into it.
Like, we're not just gonna try it and then like kind of dip out of it, because obviously it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
like,
and
we're going for it.
You see so many people that are like, oh, like I get so many messages like, oh yeah, me and my friends want to start a podcast. Can you tell me all the stuff you have to do? And I'm like, I always think in my head, like, I'll tell you the stuff you need, but people think it's going to be easy, and it's
not just talking into a microphone.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's been a lot of work, but this has been the most fun I've had in so long.
This is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah. And you guys are part of that. You guys are the reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, like when we started this, I feel like at my core too, I always wanted to be some sort of an entertainer. Like, I just always looked up to people like actors. I always looked up to like comedians, people that were funny. You know what I mean? I always kind of looked up to that, and like, not to sound cocky or whatever, but like, I think I can be a funny person. But I was always somebody that was like really, really quiet in school, and not a lot of people got to know me except for my friends, and my friends know what I was really like. And I felt like if I could somehow get what I'm like with my friends onto some sort of platform, this was like the easiest way to do it, because I'm not in front of a crowd. It's just me and my friend talking.
Yeah.
And so that was why it was easier for me to like make that jump, because that was something that I always wanted to do, and I just never really knew how to go about it, because I didn't want to just start going to like cold calls for acting or whatever, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's what's so cool about podcasts, is it's like a way to express yourself, like who you truly are and what you're truly interested in. And there's no direct judgment. Like, obviously people will judge people can leave comments and shit online, but ultimately we're in this room by ourselves. Yeah. So like, if you want to do a podcast about something that you like, but you're worried, or like if you think maybe you get shit for it, that's what's cool, because no one can give you shit for it in person.
We're not going to have someone booing us in the crowd.
Yeah. That's actually, okay, so this is a good transition. One of the other questions I saw, I think it was from Emily.
Yeah.
She said...
Emily said hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Emily said hi, says, what are your thoughts about live podcasts? And she said, in parentheses, with an audience.
Daunting.
Very daunting. I've actually been to one. It's called Stuff You Should Know, I believe. Or Thing. Yeah, I think it's called Stuff You Should Know. It's like a really famous podcast, but my sister bought me tickets to like their live, like they went on a nationwide tour, and it was like really, really cool, because they literally just had a basic table. They walk out, and it's in a way it was like a stand-up comedy routine, but it wasn't like there wasn't bits. It was, well, maybe there was bits, but it felt more like, hey, like, what's up guys? Thanks for coming out. And obviously they crack some jokes. They like have good banter, but like, ultimately they just get into their podcast. But what's cool is it's different because they actually interacted with the crowd. Like, someone would say something and they'd be like, oh yeah, really? Or like, you know, they'd go back and forth with the crowd. And I think that was like, it's like podcasting, but to the next level. And it was, I don't know. I'd love to do something like that one day.
I think ultimately that's the dream and that's the goal. I don't think we're close to that at the moment, but that is where I think both of us would like to take it.
Yeah. But that's also like, it's so scary.
Oh, I can't even imagine, dude. Like, speaking in front of people is one of my biggest fears. It's something I've gotten better at, but dude, Yeah. Dude, like if you think I sweat now, I would be just.
Yeah, you gotta get
wet.
like custom made shirts that are.
Or I'll just embrace it.
Yeah, that'd be funny too.
Yeah.
See, I don't have nerves about talking in front of people. I could do that no problem, but it's the fact that like if I did a podcast about philosophy and that's what we started and it got popular and I was interested in it and I was knowledgeable and it's just about philosophy, I could talk about that all day, but I think for me it's the fact that the show is essentially a comedy show.
Mm-hmm. And it's not scripted either. It's
Yeah.
like we'd have to really have a conversation.
Yeah, but the thing is like some episodes aren't funny. Like
Yeah, that's true.
like some episodes we intentionally we're not trying to make you laugh out loud. It's just that sometimes I love to hear when people are like, "Oh my god, I was dying laughing." That's great. That's what we want, but at least for me, I don't go into this trying to like crack jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that like maybe people when they listen to our show they laugh, then when they go to see us live, they probably expect that it's going to be funny, but it's like I don't feel like I would never want to be a comedian.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So I would feel like I'd have like if people don't laugh and they come to our live show, then like are we doing something wrong?
Like, are they still enjoying it? I feel like the ultimate goal of what we do is to entertain people, and they can leave listening to this thinking that their day got a little bit better, or that they can, you know what I mean, like kind of just escape reality and the shit with going on with reality and just enter our little dumb bubble for a minute.
Yeah. And no, I agree. And I just think that like it would suck if you feel like you have to be funny because
Then you're forcing it.
Yeah, then you're forcing it and that's not funny. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
But I agree. I do think that is like a big long-term goal and it would be scary, but I think it would be such an awesome experience. So. Yeah. All right.
Imagine running out on stage and people are just like, "Ah,
dude, it'd be amazing."
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And they're cheering for you, so it feeds your ego. The thing that is probably the worst quality to have, an ego and feeling that you are important and the people pay money to see you and your personality. That
would make my life.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
People always say like, "Oh, like don't have an ego," or the people say like, "Oh, like I don't know." I guess
I feel like every famous person to an extent has an ego.
Yeah, and it's like I want an ego. Like I'm never gonna lie and be like, "Oh, like they're not here to see me." It's like they kind of are here to see me,
Yeah.
and I'm never gonna want to like act like I don't want that because I kind of like I need that reassurance that I'm not a piece of shit and that people actually care about me.
I can reassure you that you're not a piece of shit and I care about you.
Thank you.
But that's not enough. John needs more.
Yeah, no, I need lots.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the never-ending quest for reassurance.
That's perfect. That'll keep driving you to keep going forward.
Exactly.
Reassurance. It's not enough.
Yeah, and then I'll be depressed for my whole life.
Awesome.
At
least you'll be a good entertainer because they're always depressed.
What's next? Let's each do one more.
Okay. I have one actually from someone who will be on our next podcast.
Whoa.
And I'm not doing it because we know him. I'm doing it because I think this is actually a good question.
Yeah.
So Cam Yos, he says, "Who's your dream guest?"
Wait.
What?
Use.
It's Yos. We can talk about on the show. It's Yos.
Whoa. I've known him for like 8 years.
It's Yos.
That's actually really bad that I didn't know his last name.
So Cam asks, who's your dream guest, realistic or unrealistic?
Guest for the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
an awesome
you, Cam.
question.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But yeah, guys, just so you know, next episode we're having 2 famous TikTokers on our show. There will be a combined like half a million followers in this room,
and most of them will not be us.
Yeah, no. But
it says realistic or unrealistic.
Oh, okay. This is gonna sound like corny, but honestly, Joe Santagato for me is my dream guest because he's the host of the show that I talked about called The Basement Yard, and his career is like exactly my dream. Like I want to start a podcast network. I want to be able to monetize it and like just make a living doing podcasting and entertaining people. And he's the one who is doing that. And he's like young and successful. So I think it'd be fun.
I'm going to say this is something that I've literally never thought about until this very moment.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe Rogan would be cool because like we got the king on our show.
Oh,
that would be cool. I don't think he goes on a lot of people's shows.
I've never seen him on anyone's show.
Yeah, so that would be on top of the world.
Yeah, wow, that would actually be, imagine, dude. He never is a guest on anyone's show, and one day we email him, he's like, yeah, sure. Fly out there. And he comes out, Joe Rogan's sitting right here.
Yeah.
5'4".
Is he 5'4"?
No, I think he's like 5'7", but
short ass.
we could tower over him.
Yeah, then he beat us both up at the same time.
He could literally kill us.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to have him on the show. I mean, it'd be fun to have him on the show, but it's more of like we got the king. That's why I would want him.
Yeah. All right, what about like a realistic one? Let's each do like a more realistic one. It can still be maybe.
I don't even know what's realistic.
I would say like
Aaron Rodgers because I own the Packers and technically I kind of own him. So
I think maybe like more realistic could be like a lineman for the Seahawks. You know, like a guy who's not a superstar, but maybe we could contact their manager and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure. Like, I support the youth."
How about Rainn Wilson? He's from Seattle.
Okay.
He went to my dad's old restaurant once, so there's a little bit of a connection
the connections there.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that's a good question. All right, we'll do one more. And guys, remember, if we didn't answer your question this episode, we have them all screenshotted and we will come back to them because we got a lot of good ones. So. This last question is from @SoonerJake7, and he says, "Is Kyle offended by the Kyle memes?"
Oh, that's a good question, SoonerJake7. No, I'm not. You know, I know in my core that I am not truly like that. I do not drink Monster. I think I've had one Monster in my life, and I didn't finish it.
Do you skate?
I do not skate. I do not carry a pocket knife on me. I do not punch things for no reason. I think I live to break that stereotype. And I don't even know why that stereotype happened because I don't know any Kyle that's like that.
Dude, I don't like personally, but I've heard of Kyles and stories of Kyles. Now, it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy where because of the meme, you're more likely
Exactly. There's probably a bunch of people named John that are like that.
Yeah.
There's no stereotype for John. It's just the most common name ever.
Exactly. That's why I like it. It is weird though. I don't know like many guys my age named John, but
there's a bunch of Kyles at our school. I was always
Kyle's really popular. That's also probably partly why, because it's such a popular name for this generation.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, what other names are like Tyler? I think of like lacrosse player, potential surfer.
Yeah.
When I think of obviously there's Chad and Brad,
like Alec,
Karen.
Alec.
I'm thinking of like people that represent something.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Chad, Brad, Kyle.
Those are all the people
Karen.
in the frat.
Yeah.
Tyler, Kyler, Skyler.
There's probably a friend group out there where it's Chad, Tyler, Kyler, Kyle.
Yeah, there's for sure.
There's 100% a friend group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird and sad.
So you said, that's interesting. You said your life goal is to break that stereotype.
It's not, but look, I just...
You set out...
It doesn't affect me.
Okay.
I get tagged in those when people say like how you know, the meme of like how you baptize a baby named Kyle and it's then pouring a Monster. I've been tagged in that. I can't tell you how many times. Doesn't affect me. To answer the question, it does not. It does not affect me.
All right, that's good to hear. I'm glad you don't let that influence your life.
You know,
so
it's little things.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. This was a fun one. I'm excited for season 4, and I hope you guys are too. Next episode, like we said, we're going to have some famous TikTokers in here. It's going to be the first ever 4-person PIMS episode.
Quad box. We've got a quad box.
What's a quad box? What's that from?
Oh, that's the dude from Red Zone.
Oh, see.
Yeah. Go, I got a quad box. Okay, never mind. He gets all excited about it.
So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It might be a little bit chaotic for our first 4-person one. We'll learn. We'll see how it goes, but be on the lookout for that. Kyle, where can they follow you?
Instagram at Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah. Keep asking questions because these are fun.
Yeah. Ask us every and any question whenever you want, any day of the week, and we will save them if they're good. So, guys, you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Please leave a review of our show in the Apple Podcast app and check us out on YouTube. Also, if you want to support our show and get extra content, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/PIMSPodcast where there's deleted scenes videos and there's some extra content, so be sure to check it out. And with all that being said, we'll see you guys on Monday. Goodbye.
Bye.